Welcome everybody to Intensity Broadcasting for David's Drag Queens 100 iOS ARCA Pro Series from some motorsports park down in North Carolina. Something I've never even heard of. Dave, what's it called again? Southern National?
Southern National Motorsports Park. It took us forever to get here. We're in the middle of Nowheresville, North Carolina. And first time the ARCA Pros are rolling into town for the season. And this comes off the heels of the ARCA Menards Series East was just here 2 days ago. So the track should be well worn in for the ARCA cars. We should look for some good short track action tonight. A lot of those ARCA Pro names looking to be running up front for the short track action, so should be really exciting.
Yeah. Long season, halfway or so about through it now. As we look at the points, Kyle Mays leading the way with 122 points and a win. Derek Chaput from Canada, 117 points in that second spot. And as you look through the standings there, it's a tight race from there on back. Only 29 points separate third from 16th. And so all these guys have a shot at making it in, Dave. And some good names up there that don't have a win here. So let's see what we can do here at the short tracks.
Fourth race of the season, 100 laps tonight. Only one fast repair, one extra set of tires, 65% fuel. And we're looking just to see how Isaiah Gill can blow it tonight, because coming off the last 2 weeks, he's been running pretty strong and absolutely had a couple of tragic events happen, whether it's a pit or getting taken out. So we'll see what is in store in the Isaiah Gill ARCA Pro dialogue tonight.
Well, as we look at the guy on track, Michael Provault from Eureka, California, as he turns his laps here at Southern National, trying to make a good time. Currently P4 on the board, Stephen Black on top of the board. Provault doesn't get much screen time as we don't see him much at the front, and he's going to be good enough for P5 right now. Dylan Dunford currently P2. Let's see what he can do here as he comes to the line. He's going to stay locked in at 2. Max McClure into P4.
It's good to see that Tide car out on the track.
Tyler Aspinall. See what he can do. That's a newer name for the series. A little loose off of 2. Good enough for P3. Elliot Manwees on his second lap from Gloucester, Virginia, as he comes off a 4 to the line. Can he improve?
That's how you pronounce that? Gloucester?
Gloucester. All right, how about Todd Mays, one of the Mays brothers running the ARCA Pro Series here. See what he can do on his first time lap.
That's the Mays daddy, Joe.
Mays daddy. I don't know him like that, so you do. Really, you've had some run-ins with the Mays boys, huh?
No run-ins, but just familiar with everybody that is on the track, and I know my man Todd.
Todd up to P11 right now. A little bit slower than the rest of the field. Getting beat by an 11-year-old. Todd Mays to the line on his second lap. He's going to be good enough for 10th place. All right, Isaiah Gill, you talked about him. See how he cheats. Oh, a reset. He must have got caught for burning out of pit road. Go on board.
Go ahead, Joe.
Go on board with him. He's steering a lot to the right on entry, Dave. Maybe a brake bias change for him there. A little loose on entry. Smooth there through 1 and 2. He's already top of the board, so he's going to just hang out.
Yeah, good enough for pole right now and shut it down.
So if you were watching that, that's the line, gentlemen. And he beat Stephen Black by only 0.01 1/100th of a second.
And Stephen Black coming off an absolutely fantastic week last week, winning 3 races, and just being overall domination really in the ARCA race last week too. So starting up front again. Not sure if he's human. I asked him last week if he was. There was no answer, so that's still up in the air on whether he is human or not. Hopefully, we'll find out tonight if we get him in the booth.
Right. And Brian Nudie on track. Isaiah sucks. Maybe one day I'll be as cool as Cody. Go Brian Nudie. Bill's dump truck service on the car. MF Race Designs on the hood. That 40 machine comes for his first time lap.
I don't know if it gets much cooler than that picture, though. I don't know if Cody's is that cool.
D11. Barely squeaking by the 11-year-old. See what he can do on his second lap. He is not going to improve on his second lap. All right. On board with the legend. And your homeboy.
Greggy, I'm sorry for last night. It was not intentional.
That's what he says all the time, Greg. Greg, a little high off exit there. Greg's gonna run P20. I think we still have Brooke Qualley, Blake Hensley, maybe Mark Shavers, maybe Bobby Mays. Go.
Yeah, still waiting on Bobby Mays, Shavers, and Blink.
Brooke
As well.
Qualley into 1 and 2. She raced last night, right, Dave?
Yeah, she's in the ARCA rookie as well. I don't know if that's Brooke in here tonight.
It might
or
be
if-
Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson or Dean. I'm not sure.
Have to clarify that at some point. Jackson / Brooke / Dean up to P15. Into turns 3 and 4 for the second lap. Looks pretty aggressive. Looks like a Jackson quali line. I'm going to go with Jackson. He's going to jump up to P7. I think he's going to continue with some laps here. Blink Hensley turning it around right before the finish line. Gonna back it across. All right.
Not always the best time to throw it in reverse. Qualifying usually best done going in drive.
Or 1, 2, or 3, or 4. All right. I think that's going to set our field here, D. Wright. Isaiah Gill is going to be on the pole with Stephen Black on the outside. Those two are going to be fun to watch at the front. We can get some green flag laps. I'm going to say that that's highly unlikely. But I've been surprised before by the ARCA series, especially the Sunday night one. Tyler Aspinall and Brett Merle going to be 3-4. Dylan Dunford 5th, and Kyle Mays running out your top 6.
As we roll down to 7th, it's going to be Jackson Qualley, Max McClure coming in 8th, Brian Merle Jr. locking down the 9th spot, and then Intensity Zone Logan Hagerman coming in 10th.
P11 is going to see Josh Cole and Brian Nudie. P12, Atman Weiss Gonna roll off 13th, while Todd May is gonna start 14th.
Brandon Richardson in the 29 machine coming off in the 15th spot, and then followed by Alex Marinelli in the 22 car going out 16th. 17th, we have Michael Provolt alongside Sylvan Seguin in the 18th spot.
Link Hensley's gonna roll off 19th, while Tony Richardson gonna roll off P20. Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence from Two Pedals One Clutch gonna roll off P21 in that 40-7 machine. Greg the Legend Fronek 22nd, doesn't have any worries tonight. Don't gotta worry about D Wright running him over. And P23 is gonna see Derek Chaput. The rest of the guys have not turned a qualifying lap, so they'll be stacked based on their I rating.
Which looks like it's going to be Bobby Mays, Mick Olofsson, and Mark Shavers in some order there. Those are the guys that have not qualified.
Correct.
Now, Joe, I don't know if this is an omen or not, but when I click to focus on crashes, it goes right to Cheeseburger's car. So
That is not okay.
I hope that I did not put a hex on him, and let's roll with Cheesy B through it.
Nice. We got about 19 viewers. If you're in the chat, I'm watching it. Shout out your favorite driver. Let us know who you're rooting for tonight. A nice little short track here, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 1,000 people in the whole town, so it's
what else are they gonna do, right?
looks like everybody's here.
There's Chuck Finkley's number there if you need to get a hold of State Farm agent Chuck Finkley. 252-237-9018. Check him out. Chuck, send me the check. Watching. All right, well, as soon as Tony Richardson, oh, he must have missed the grid. He's gonna start from pit road.
He'll be able to get it back.
I think that's his thought process. All right. 100 laps from Southern National Motorsports Park. Isaiah Gill is going to lead him to the green flag. We'll go one more time around before the pace car dips off because it is a short track. But these guys get all caught up and locked in. How many laps, D? Green flag, how many laps here in the beginning?
100.
No, I'm saying how many green flag laps before a caution?
Usually on these short tracks when they're bunched up, we're probably tough to get the first 3 in. So I would say probably 2 laps, let's see.
Green flag's out. We're racing. Gill almost gilled it. Getting to the gas there. He had to let off. He didn't want to be another wreckage replay. Stephen Black to the outside. A nice little battle here for the lead. And Gill's going to lead the first lap, but not by much.
No, really a tough
Oh, we got
race.
one spinning. Jackson's around.
There it is. Nothing is sure in life but death, taxes, and ARCA Pro short track cautions early.
Go ahead and and this one.
I think that's the number 7 Pride machine is involved.
Earl Jr. has something to do with it as well. Jackson gets in a little bit hot. Oh, he gets tagged. Actually, the 7, Hagerman getting tagged by the 24. And Max McClure getting in the back of Jackson at the same time. What a save by Hagerman, though. And Merle Jr. is going to actually have nowhere to go here, except for into the side of Jackson. Not too much damage from either of those guys. Atman sneaking by on the outside, the 25 around the outside into the wall, though.
Yeah, and doesn't look like too much damage on the 74.
Yeah, it could have been worse for sure.
Definitely could have. Little crinkle there in the hood.
All right, so we'll rack them, stack them, and try it all over one more time. And I got 23 viewers in the chat. If you're watching this for somebody specific, holler at me. Let me know who it is. We'll give you a shout out in the broadcast here. Isaiah Gill leading it. Stephen Black to the outside of him. Tyler and Brett Merle right behind them. Lights on the pace car are off. It's going to dip off, and the Gill, as soon as the pace car dipped, he stepped out that time. No waiting there.
Yeah, that is a Isaiah Gill ritual. He does that most often, especially on the short tracks. Catch the rest of the field in the corner, which is tough to get a jump, and really launches him out there, obviously.
Oh, we got another stack up on the bottom here.
Yep, looks like we're going to have Merle Jr., Dumford involved in that one.
Better look at that one as well. Maybe we can see what happens. Looks like the 55 dumping the 94 there.
Yeah, just wrong place, wrong time again for Junior. Junior Nation is not going to be happy with the look this early in this evening already. Really just no place to go on both spots.
Max McClure is going to jack him up in the air.
Oh, goodness.
And Nudie. Did Nudie make it through there with no damage? Oh, he's got a little bit of right front.
It looks like it. Merle Jr. just getting Eiffel Towered down on the apron. Wow.
Watch that one in full motion. Nudie just sees it happening, doesn't know where to go. Oh, and sees a hole, and that's it.
Boy.
All right, back to the front where we should be going to one to go. Yeah,
that's a road racing experience coming in there. Driving on the flat top.
and so that little bit of damage Nudie got, the little bit that probably Merle has, Max McClure, that's not going to really affect him here. I don't think too much unless they have a flag that tells them they're going to have to pit. But and there he goes again. Gill's going to get a good jump. Even Black right there, though. Not going away. See them kind of fanned out too wide behind. Oh, another dumper.
Another one. This is 78 and the 19 here. And just not very much patience in the corner here. People need to understand after the restarts, you know, like I was saying earlier, let the cars fan out a bit. People don't understand, you know, each other's braking zones. The crowd gets mixed up a little bit. You're not racing around people you were before sometimes. So takes a lap or two to kind of judge what your competitors are going to do around you.
Cockpit here with try to go with that, man. Standpoint. It's tough, a hard break after entry. Middle of the corner almost there. If you're Atlee, you gotta kinda, like you said, be a little bit more patient. Be a little bit more cautious on that break. Maybe give a little bit of space here early in that run.
Yeah,
But
it's even more
but I mean
exemplified when
but I
you're
mean like you're
side by side.
you got to see this though, like when you're side by side and you have a guy in front of you too, right? Like you can't jam on the brake in the corner either. Much jam.
Yeah.
That's tough. Tough to call with a racing deal like that.
For sure it is.
Like the 94 is going to get his lap back.
Race control's given the 78 the EOL there, so restack them here, and hopefully let's get some green flag racing in here.
There you go. Cannot get away from Stephen Black this time. And actually the 45 now of Tyler Aspinall is going to get in the inside of Stephen Black. What can he do with it though? Oh, they're wrecking behind him, Nudie and Provolt. Maybe that was Seguin. Looking here at the 40 car of Brian Nudie there on the outside. Ooh.
He gets the old Gil dump truck coming out of turn 3, it looks like there. Turn 2, rather.
Is that the 25 that got in the back of him, Dave?
No, I believe that's the, yeah, it is 25.
He's checking up for Junior there up off the corner and just gets turned by the 25.
Yeah, these ARCA cars, similar to what happened with me in the Legend last night, you really, same as on super speedways, you can't really touch on them. You know, rubbing racing in the ARCA cars is fine if you're kind of side by side, but anything on the back or on those back quarter panels, just they're gone. They go racing incident there and no EOL, so
That's interesting, considering that's the same thing as the incident beforehand.
similar deals. I think the one even beforehand could have been racing deal too. So maybe race controls learning as we go here.
Sure.
Let's see.
I do like the Scott Speed ride though.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a play on the old the Superflow, you know, from Days of Thunder. It kind of looks like
No.
No,
I think it was Scott Speed's energy drink, right?
I don't
Like
know.
the old race car driver. I'm pretty positive. Maybe I'm crazy. I have no clue.
Well,
Josh could probably answer that for us. Brandon White says, watching from Fort Bragg. Good luck. Go the Merle brothers from Maria Madsen. And Brett Merle is getting married on Saturday. Uh-oh. Isaiah Gill is taking the green flag. Stephen Black slides up just a little bit. Let's have 45 underneath him again. See if we can see anything else happening throughout the pack. Oh, and there they go through 3 and 4 again.
I don't know what the 24 is going to say to Logan on this one, but he apologized for the last one. And Logan, unfortunately, gets flipped at the end, too. I don't know if that's going to cause a toe job or what.
Oh, maybe Seguin can flip him over. Let's see. Gonna try. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I thought this. Oh yeah, he had to tow. I thought the pace car was gonna give him something. Boom.
Man.
Tough break for Logan there. He's gonna go a couple laps down because of that for sure.
Another racing deal. No EOLs, and we're going to go to a single file restart here. Let's see if that helped out.
I don't think that's gonna make a difference.
We shall see.
We'll see. I don't know. All that's gonna do is spread them out and make them more aggressive. But we'll see, like you said.
Green flag is in the air. IG leading him through 1 and 2. And another caution.
That man's around there. No caution for that. And then Jackson just dumps Sylvan.
I'm not sure if it came out for the 78 or not.
It says yellow flag after the 78, so okay.
No real reason for a yellow flag there. He semi-saved it, got it right back going. Never really came to a complete stop.
What happened to Jackson there after the fact? Anything?
The legend would rather figure 8 race. He's calling for over the radio, so he may have a point tonight.
Jackson looks like he's parked it, or Brooke, whoever's driving it tonight. And Dakota says, "This is ARCA Pro?" Question mark. And that's what I was wondering too, my friend.
Yeah, the rookie series last night, I want to say 1 caution, maybe 2. And it was caused by myself when dumping the legend, so, and we went 50 laps at Kentucky, so. Green flag out, and we have somebody gilling it. It looks like the 22, but he went right down into pits. No green, no yellow flag. We're still under green. Isaiah leading them through 3 and 4, coming back to the line. And we may complete our first green flag lap in the last 5-10 minutes, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, we're at lap 39 already. Most of them are Yellow flag laps. We're still green now. We're gonna make it twice around, Dave.
It might. If we go at this rate, we may have to pump up the intensity soon before we waste our chance.
A little bit of two car side by side action. They've cleared each other now. That was Merle Jr. getting by the 55. Back to the front where it really matters. Stephen Black now underneath Isaiah Gill. Not quite there. He lets Gill have it. Gill, infamous for taking away that nose. And so...
Caution is out again. The 24 into the inside wall. We have to go back and see what happened there.
Got loose up off the corner. Barely... Didn't even touch the inside wall, Dave.
Yeah, they. I seen a bunch of them losing it a little bit coming off of 4 in practice. Most of it looked like it was under a little bit of tire wear. I don't know if that's what the area we're getting into now, as we've gotten, I don't know, about 15 green flag laps in. So we'll see. We're almost to halfway. I don't know if anybody's coming in for tires now, and with the rate we're going on yellows, I don't know if they even have to stop for gas, Joe.
Probably not. And the 24 just went a lap down while sitting there at that inside wall too, just trying not to back it up into anybody. So he's gonna, you can see him there in that 3rd spot in the grid, but that's gonna put him a lap down. Josh Cole. And we're riding some more caution laps.
User, I'm pacing.
It does say that Chapu crashed, but I think that was just nothing. Alright, base car lights should go off this time by. I think we're going to stay single file, right, Dave?
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, that's the most green flag run we've had so far. It looks like the single file helped out for at least getting our back around once and getting some separation on some of the cars. We'll see. Like I said, tire wear is going to be an issue starting to creep up here as we wear in over halfway. And if we get even more green flag laps, we'll see.
Yeah, well, a decent jump from the field there. Even Black's going to be able to get back to him, though. Black under pressure from the 45 now, Tyler Aspinall. Tyler really getting to roll through the center pretty well here.
Yeah, he's been right on the bumper all night. I think we don't want to discount Brett or Kyle either. Both of them experienced short track drivers up there as well, and in the mix. And we'll see how long the patience lasts with the front 2 and 3 here as we wear on in the race.
Tyler's backing up his corner a lot too. Ooh, a little loose off there for Tyler. That's going to give the 11 the inside line here. That's Brett Merle to the inside. What can he do with it, though? Nothing just yet. Making that 45 work for it, though. Oh, we got one around. 74 Junior. And he's going to bring out the caution.
Yep, another self-spin we see. 24 coming in just to lay a little bit of damage on him, just to make sure it's not a clean caution. Of course, Junior loves that.
Looks like the 24 was loose off as well.
Yeah.
Junior's still not with much damage, even with all the hits he's taken. We almost
Not so much on the car, Joe, but I think if you were listening to the race chatter right now, you'd understand there's some other stuff that's damaged. And radioactive should be pretty nice this week on Logan and Cody.
I'm sure that is the case.
I think the mutes are coming down now.
I'm glad I don't listen to that when I'm broadcasting. Logerman's gonna get a lap back though here, Dave.
Yeah,
That lucky dog.
Look at that beautiful scheme, Joe. Are you in tune to the paint job contest they have going on tonight, or no?
Negative.
Let me see if I can bring that up for you just in case, so that we can get that out there and see if we can get any chatter out in the stream chat about it.
Does it have to do with, oh, I don't know, the David's Drag Queens 100?
It is the David's Drag Queens 100, and that's not named after me, but our alter ego of Mr. Chaput.
Okay.
And since it's Pride Month, this is to show our support for that community, and
Awesome.
It's $10 plus $10 on half of the Logan and Cody show, and it goes to the best Pride scheme tonight, as voted by the admins. So I don't know how many cars are participating, but some money up for grabs.
Isaiah Gill back out front, leading this thing, led every lap so far. You see Provault behind him, getting under the 25. He's got the 47 until Michael Lawrence.
A couple cars getting loose in the back. The Legend.
Oh.
Caput's around. Beautiful Pride machine going around.
Right in front of Nudie, and that's going to end Nudie's night. Well, at least for now, unless he's got a reset left. But man, Nudie smashed him, Dave.
And can we have a look at the 71 here too, Joe? Yeah.
Yeah, we sure can. Like it might have been a little 3 wide there. I think the Legend just rolling.
Chaput getting the EOL for that one. So
Nudie definitely going to need to use his reset. Alright, back to the front. Your top 5, Isaiah Gill, Stephen Black, Brett Merle, Tyler Aspinall, and Kyle Mays. Your biggest movers of the race, Michael Provault up 11, and Michael Lawrence up 13. Michael Lawrence up to 8th position now. And has watched him and Provault work in the field there a little bit ago.
yeah, excellent movement up through the field so far for Cheeseburger. Let's see if we can keep it moving here. We are at lap 64, so I didn't see anybody go in and really take tires there. Joe, not sure if you were watching pit road at all, but
Nope.
Looks like everybody stayed out. Isaiah out to another big jump.
$65 of 100, 35 laps to go. Merle under pressure now from the 45 with Tyler Aspinall. But Brett's looking like he's got a car to beat, Dave. I think the angle he's taking off the corner is getting him good runs down the straightaway. He might be able to get to Stephen Black here.
Yeah, that crew up front, of the 3-4 of them, he's been running in the back, so he hasn't had to, be on it, getting out, and hasn't really been pressing, so we'll see how much more tire wear he has.
Little loose off there for Merle in the 11 machine. He's hunting down Stephen Black here.
Well, I jinxed him.
Caution.
647 might have been involved in that one.
Yep, and Cheeseburger just getting a little loose coming off of 4. The 29 gets collected as well. And Blink Hensley.
Nudie up to 13th after the reset. Gotta think he took tires as well. Let's see what happens here if any of the front runners want to pit and try some tires, although it's a dangerous proposition with single file restarts and trying to go back through that gauntlet.
I don't think it's a great idea. You're Gill, Black, and Merle. As long as you're good on fuel, you stay out.
Yep. So we will see. We will see.
Merle Jr. going to get a lap back to the good.
Yeah, and that'll put him back on the lead lap, I believe, Joe. So
Good news from Junior.
Sounds like he may have settled down a bit from his run-in earlier, and see if we can get a good finish out of it.
Let's check out the chat, see what's going on there. Dakota Camper says we need an ARCA break weekly video from this session. And Eddie Morris says iPacing Pro Series question mark. Keep them coming, boys. Keep them coming. Michael Lawrence hit pit lane, as well as Provolt and Richardson there. Gill out to a sizable lead real quick, for a second anyway. Stephen Black looks like he's ready to go. Got some two-wide action behind them with Blake Hensley in the 25. They're going to clear it up. Blake sneaking by.
Some three-wide in the back of the field is Logan making a move through Sylvan.
Yeah, big stack up there. One around.
No yellow out yet.
No, they kept it rolling.
There
And
it is.
caution's out now. But he gets loose off of 4. He's going to clap that inside. Maybe not. He's going to come back across this track and collects the 47 and the 74. Man, Merle Jr. just can't catch a break tonight, huh?
Dang. A magnet for him tonight. That's just brutal luck tonight.
Hagerman getting away by again. That'll bring him to 3 laps down. And at the pace we're going, as long as he keeps it clean, he'll get them all back.
Ha! Just in time for the GWC. Ewell naturally to the 18 there, so let's see here. Another single file restart. This has been a typical Isaiah Gill ARCA Pro Series race so far. Curious to see as how this one ends as we're getting into nearly 18, 17 laps left here, so high drama in Lucama.
Check us out tomorrow night, where we're going to go to Atlanta Motor Speedway for 125 laps in the Cup cars, so Dave and I will be racing that one. Josh will have the call, I think, with that man. Isaiah Gill to the green flag. He's off. $17 to go. Can anybody do anything with Isaiah Gill? Dylan Dunford inside of the 25. He's going to clear. Nudie looking to make it by the 25 as well, as he's starting to close the gap. Two front cars of Stephen Black, Isaiah Gill starting to step out now on Brett Merle.
Yeah, and you see that gap closing a bit for Stephen Black. We'll see as we get going here how much he can get out of that 98 machine or how much he has left.
Ooh, he lost it, Dave. As soon as I went on board with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, just trying to get the most out of the car and driving it, you know, trying to catch that 2 machine. We will see. And now Brett up to the catbird.
Yeah, this is a management race now for Brett Merle. 12 laps to go, old tires. Don't want to do the same thing Stephen Black did.
Ooh, and we have Earl Jr. around. It's like Blink involved as well. See how this one pans out.
Let's take a look first at Stephen Black's little spin. Check that one out. Stephen Black almost around. What a save, though, Dave.
Yep.
All right, then we'll go to the junior track. Blink up the hill. Gonna give a little love tap to Blink there. That's gonna turn Blink into him. At least that was.
I don't know if he ever got a touch on him there, Joe. I think this might be more bad luck on the 74. The 74 might have to find the local dive bar here in Lucama after he gets out of that machine.
I think he gets them just a little bit here, Dave, on entry.
Yeah.
Whether it's actual touch or not, I'm not sure. Actually, it's post-entry because Blink starts to slide up, and then Brian's going to give him a little bit right there. Maybe? I don't know.
Nothing,
so
man.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, Blake loses it and gets into him. It's just 74 tough luck. He was racing him hard on the inside. Maybe it took the air off him a bit, but late runs, tires are worn. Corner exit is going to be difficult. Got to feather that accelerator.
Got it one more time. In here. Any contact? No contact at all, like you said, Dave.
Yeah, no, he's passing him. It's a good pass. It's just unfortunate. Like I said, we'll find him in the local Ukama dive bar. He needs it tonight. Go come back.
His dismay, he's still 16th on the grid. That's not bad. Still on the lead lap. Hagerman's still 3 laps down. I don't know who got the lucky dog there, if anyone. Might have been Richardson.
See how this one ends.
6 laps to go. What's Brett got for him? Really wasn't ready for that. I don't think we're done wrecking though, Dave.
We may not be.
Kyle Mays and Tyler Aspinall going at it behind him. Kyle with a little loose off there. It's going to give Tyler the outside line. Oh, he's going to turn him.
Oh,
That got Stephen Black.
Even a little bit too, yeah. I'm sure the 45 done too happy about that. But again, we're getting down to it. Patience aren't there. Racing hard, short track racing. There's going to be some door in there. Not sure what's going on with the tide machine right now.
Ooh, 24. Oh. Hooked Greg Froelich, too.
Yeah, the legend, let's say the temps are boiling right now.
And that's going to cost Max McClure a reset if he hasn't used it already.
Yeah.
Like
Froelich calling for the Bustin' Bean treatment for our boy Ronnie Josh. I don't know what's going to happen here, but high drama in Lucama.
Kyle Mays pushed up the hill, turned the 45 in front of Black. That's going to collect Todd Mays as well. That one not as bad as the Froelich incident, though, on about the same time there.
Right.
It cost Froelich that as well. 3 laps to go. We're gonna have our first green-white checker, Dave.
Yeah, Isaiah, plenty of experience on the restart so far, so I don't want to say any chance of killing it, so to speak, here. Really just got to complete 1 lap, and the race should theoretically be his, so we shall see.
Pace car dips off. Gill doesn't get away like he wanted to. Brett Merle with a decent restart, Dave, actually.
Yeah,
if you're Brett here, you're going to have to get rid of him. You're going to have to drive it in that last lap. See what he's got here for him. Can he close the distance? We got 1 around behind them. That's going to... Oh, Brett's going to hang on to it. That's going to give it to Gill here, but a lot of racing behind him. 1, 2, 3. Nudi's going to go 3. Provault 4. We got 1 wrecking. Even Black's going to come home 5th.
Tyler Aspinall 6th. Dylan Dumford, it looks like, coming home 7th. Todd Mays in the 8th position. Cheeseburger finishing out 9th. And Junior Nation bringing it home top 10 after probably what looks like to be a 35X on incident. We shall see. But hey, cannot maybe something to celebrate at the Lucama Dive Bar.
And so I just rolled it back, but Pro Vault coming across the line backwards for fourth. Be awesome. As we watch our race winner, Isaiah Gill, burn it down a little bit. In that sweet
IG with
pink
real
machine.
domination today, Joe.
Yeah, I would say nobody had anything for him. Maybe Steven Black. Steven looked like he had been saving it up, but running out of real estate when he spun there. Sideways, I guess. All right, let's see what we can do here in the booth with all the boys. Waiting for Nudie to jump up in the waiting room. And Gil. Hey, Brian, it's Joe and Dave in the booth. You got us?
I got you, buddy.
What's up, man? What a race. What a show you put on. Because, man, you were out of this thing early, but you come away third. How'd that happen?
I have no idea. I just dodged every wreck. I got turned early by the 25. And then I was just hoping to at least get back up to his bumper. And then when I realized I had such a good run going, I just let it go. But then I was making a pass on, I think, the 94 and the 71. And then shot put spun out in front of me. And I ended up clobbering him. Had to go reset my car. Got that fixed, didn't take any tires or anything because I knew I'd go a lap down, and I just kind of kept plugging away, and then Steven Black ended up taking out the 94 going into 1 and 2, and I was able to crack out another third place. That's 4 third place finishes in a row.
Yeah, Brian, we were curious on the fast repair if you were going to take tires or not, and then jet up through, but then meagered your way on up, starting 5th on the last restart. Did you think you were going to be back in the booth and joining the crew?
Not a chance. I thought my best shot was I'll get a top 5 and a nice point stay, and that'll be it. And then I saw Steven Black running the 94, and then went around him, and then I looked up. I saw I had it clear, and I was like, be talking to the intensity crew once again.
Nice, man. You avoided one earlier too, going down on the apron. That was a pretty wild one we got on in-car camera on the broadcast. So make sure you go back and watch that later if you haven't yet. It was a real wheel, man.
Looks like you were driving the chicane at the Glen, actually.
Oh, was that in 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a pucker moment, that's for sure.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on that 3rd place. We'll see you next week.
Yep, thank you. You guys have a good one.
All right, Brett. You got Joe and Dave in the booth. You got us?
Oh, I got you. How you guys doing?
All right, man. You rolled around there 3rd for a while, waiting for Steven to make a mistake. He makes a little mistake off of 4, and then your chances there, trying to send it, you got a little loose yourself, but luckily nobody was close enough to pass you.
Yeah, it was a good race. I felt like I was, for the majority of the race, the early part, I was probably a 4th place car, but when we did get that one little 7-8 lap run or whatever it was, I got to Isaiah's bumper, and he actually told me, he goes, man, you're faster than me in the long run. So I was hoping we could have a 10 or 15 lap finish and see what would have happened there. But we're happy with 2nd. I was the only car in the field that has 0x, so that's a big accomplishment there.
For sure.
Yeah, awesome run tonight, Brett. And yeah, I think the single file really starts kind of sealed the deal for Isaiah being as good as he is up front. Tough to get around him if you can't really even start next to him. Did we hear tonight that you are getting married this weekend, or got married last weekend?
Oh, I am. Yeah, I'm getting married on Saturday, this upcoming Saturday.
Awesome, man. Well, the mic's yours now. Who do you got to thank? What do you got to say about this weekend? What's your brother gonna do to you in the days remaining to seal the deal?
Yeah, this weekend's going to be a great weekend. I obviously can't thank anyone more than my soon-to-be wife. She lets me come out here and I race 3 times a week, so I appreciate her for that. And more importantly, she lets me race, legends at our local racetrack here. So she's just very supportive, and I'm super happy to be marrying the love of my life, and I think it's just going to be awesome.
Awesome. Well, congrats, Brett, on the upcoming wedding, and man, we'll have to get you a gift out or something. Me and Dave will, and then congratulations on that second place finish.
And congrats
man.
on the retirement from iRacing, because that's what happens after you get married too.
Oh,
So
I know. Signing my death certificate. I already know that.
enjoy that.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Later.
Bye.
So, Dave, I don't really want to interview this guy, so you can just talk to him.
I don't know the backstory on that, but IG, listen, another dominant run the last 3 weeks. We've really seen this. Able to seal the deal tonight. Are you campaigning for single file cautions from here on out?
No, actually, I wasn't. But it did help me out because I got into a car crash last Friday and dislocated my shoulder. So all of tonight was straight left-handed. I had to use my paddle shifter on the left to upshift, and it was just all left-handed drive for here.
Man,
I hope that you're not trolling us, and
No, I'm
that
serious.
you are okay. That you are okay.
Yeah, that was a true story. I'm not joking, you guys here. Usually I say I bought the track, but
so
we gotta go more
how'd
serious.
how'd the wreck happen? Was it a racing deal, or were you actually like in a car?
I was actually in a car, and gas pedal stuck, and I kind of just ran in the back of him, and it was a pretty decent truck, but
Man.
try to move him for the win. It didn't really happen.
So you're saying you drive on the streets like you drive in iRacing?
Oh yeah, get out of my way if you're slower.
Wow.
Hey, Gil, awesome race tonight. You led every lap green to checker. And the only person who might have had something for you is Stephen Black. Gets loose coming out of Ford. Did you think he had anything for you before that?
Oh yeah, I mean, kinda and not really, because without wrecking somebody here, you're not gonna really pass anybody. So I knew if I just cut him off and took the bottom lane, that he was never gonna get by me. And as long as I punched it off harder than he did, I was gonna beat him off the corner. And he punched it once too hard and went around, and probably a new record replay, but that's okay.
Well, congratulations, Gil. You got anybody you want to thank before I let you roll?
I'd like to thank. Yeah, we're gonna cut it there.
Okay, bye. Well, Dave, it's been a very eventful night of lots of wrecking, and I'm sure from your standpoint, a lot of yelling and screaming.
Yeah, it was definitely some moments for Radioactive. We'll tune into Logan and Cody. Episode 4 this week should be hot and heavy with some of the action that happened there. It was getting a little dull here in iOS the last 2-3 weeks since Bustin had left. So something to spice it up. We'll see how that rolls through here. I'm curious as to who wins that $20 from our boy Dave and his Drag Queen 100, but I guess we'll wait and see what happens.
Yep, and that'll be it for David's Drag Queens 100, brought to you by David Chaput and the crew at iOS ARCA Series Pro. I'm Joe Wright. I've been joined tonight by my brother and iRacing Financiado, David Wright. And for Intensity Broadcasting, my name is Joe Wright. Over and out.